This video will show you how to create a multi-site study. Okay, so I'm logged in as Rebecca Sims. She's a PI, and in the dashboard, click on Create. And under IRB, click on Create New Study. And in the Study Smart form, first step is to fill in the basic study information. So for the study title, I added Kids Mental Health Assessment Post-COVID. And in the short title, I added the same since the title is already short. But in your case, try to make this as short and as descriptive as possible. In the brief description, I added mental health assessment of kids after the pandemic. And in question 4, since this is a multi-site study, that's the option I selected. Question 5 asks if an external IRB is going to be the IRB of record for this study, and for this study the value is going to be no, which actually displays another question to confirm if the local UCF IRB is going to be the IRB of record. So I'm going to select yes. And in question 7, the local principal investigator is usually set to the logged in user, but if you are filling this out on behalf of someone else and you want to change the name, you can click the ellipses and type the last name that you want, and there's an option to select more filters here, so you can type the first name, go, select the value, and once you click OK, you will see that the name is updated here. But for this case, for this study, I'm just going to keep it assigned to Rebecca Sims. Question 8 asks if the PI has any financial interest related to this research, and if you need more information, you can click on this help icon, and this page will give you more information about a financial interest is. In my case, I'd select no, and then in question 9, I'm going to attach the protocol right here. And if you need to give the protocol a different name than the one you have saved on your desktop, laptop, you can just type it here and then click OK. And once it's done, you can click continue to move on to the next page. In the study funding sources page, you can add either external organizations or internal UCF departments or colleges that would be funding your study. So click add, and in my case, I chose 9 Degrees of Human as an organization. And if you need more advanced filters to help you find the organization, you can click the ellipses, select one of those filters, and type in the keywords. So in my case, I select name and then I type 9 Degrees. Then click go. A quick tip here, please add %sign before and after the keywords, because this will help you get more accurate results, as this tells the system to return all organizations that have 9 degrees in their name. Once you get the right selection, click OK and go back to this page. Optionally, if you know the sponsor's funding ID or the grants office ID, you can type them here. And if you need to attach any supporting documents, you can do so in question 4. If this is the only organization needed, you can click OK, which will take you back to the main page. If you need to add more, you can click OK, add another, and go over the same steps. In my case, this is the only organization I need, so I'm gonna click OK and moving back to this page. A quick note here as well, if you cannot find the funding sources you're looking for, please email gridservicedesk@ucf.edu, and they should be able to help you add the organization to the system. Once you're done, click continue to move on to the local study team members page. In question 1, you can add all the UCF team members that will be part of the study. And in question 2, you can add any external team member who will also be part of the study. So in question 1, click add, and in this case I'm going to add myself as a team member. And for each team member, you need to specify the role in the study. So in my case, I will select research assistant, and moving on to question 3, it asks if this team member will be part of the consent process. So I selected no. And in question 4, it confirms if this team member will have or do have any financial interest related to this study. So select no. And again, if you need more information about financial interest, you can click on the help icon here. Question 5 asks if this team member will have access to any type of data in this study. So in my case, it's yes. If you need to add more team members, you can click OK and add another and just go over the same questions here. If not, you can click OK, which will take you back to the main page. In question 2, you need to click on help icon, which will give you more details about how to add external team members. So basically you need to download this form. If you click on this link, it will take you to the IRB documents library, and under templates you can see that this is the form that you need to download. So you can click on this link, download the document, fill it out, and once you're done you can go back here and upload it. So in my case, I'm going to upload this document. Click OK. Oh, I have already submitted this document. So when you are done, you can click continue to move on to the study scope page. In the study scope page, please select if the study is going to be using an approved drug in question 1, or if the study will be evaluating the safety of an HUD or a humanitarian use device. And please note that if you answered yes in either questions, an extra page will be displayed in the left panel for you to fill out the information of either the drug or the device. So in this study, I'm going to select yes for using an approved drug and no for using an HUD. Next, click continue to move on to the local research locations page. The local research locations page is very straightforward. So in question 1, click add to look for the research location. And in my case, I'm going to use the %sign to look for classroom building 2. And I am selecting this value. And in case you cannot find your research location, you can fill in its information here and then click OK. Next, you can click continue to move on to the drugs page.